So it wasn't good enough that Decap had the hardest drums that you're going to find out here in the sound design game for music producers and for those that just enjoy drums that knock. It wasn't good enough, right? He had the 8-part series with all the other extras. That wasn't good enough. He said, how can I ensure that producers have a way to decapify every sound they touch? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a new plugin by our friend Decap. This thing is a monster. Let's talk about it. Okay, first and foremost, let me just say thank you for those of you that chose to watch this video today. If you like the video, well, like the video. Also, if you want to stay in touch for more content, subscribe to the channel. If you have something that you want to add to the dialogue or possibly a review of this plugin, leave it in the comments below. Now, Decap is my favorite sound designer. You guys know that a lot of my drums are Decap one-shots, 808s, and all the good stuff like that. He just has a presence to his sounds that sound like the finished version of what you're looking for after you mix and master your beats. He just gives you that plug and play, right? And I'm just picking a random. No matter which one you go to, you cannot go wrong. Whichever one you're choosing that you're going to buy first is the best one. That's the one. So beyond already being a fan of his sound design, I was actually really curious when he gave me a call before this dropped and was like, yo, I want you to try this out. Let me know what you think. I got a plugin coming. I said, is that right? This to me is a way for Decap to sit in the studio session with you. Take whatever drums you're using, whether you're using his drums or somebody else's drums out here. Maybe they're nipply drums. You know, them soft drums. He's going to come in here and basically apply different characteristics to them to bring out the life that you get with his finished and exported one-shots and sounds in his drum. In order to understand what that sounds like, I'm actually going to take some older drum breaks and I'm going to put them through so you can hear every parameter. So that's default. Let's go to the next one. You hear the low end on that? Oh my goodness. That was the only thing that I told Decap initially when I first played with this. I was like, man, we need more presets because obviously you know your plugin better than any of us when we're first stepping foot into this. As we go through the parameters, we're going to see a few different things that are highlighted as we're tweaking them around. So you got right here a punch knob, you have a saturation knob, you have a sub knob, you have an air knob, and you also have a clipping knob with 2 different styles of clipping. Next, you have this air parameter, which kind of gives you a little bit more brightness, a little bit of a different characteristic to the high end. You got your clean characteristic and your vintage characteristic, and you can kind of hear when you play around with it. As you can hear the snare, like the top end of the snare just feels so much more present. Let's mess around with the sub. Oh my goodness. You ain't even know your damn drum break had that much low end on it, did you? Well, apparently Decap did. So I don't see myself using this one specifically for drum breaks because I'm adding 808s over the top of it, but I would see myself adding this to give a little nudge on the low end of a 808, which I did in this beat that I'm going to show you as an example of how I would utilize it right now. But let's go ahead and turn that down for right now. Let's go to the next thing. Saturation. I like that one. And then lastly, you have a punch knob, which should be self-explanatory, just adding a bit of that mid. Let's go ahead and mess around with that as well. Something that's dope is that if you want to take off certain characteristics of the plugin, you can just click on this and it'll basically kind of mute what you're trying to mess around with. Lastly, you have a EQ knob down here. So I can cancel out that low end or take out the high end. You got your wetness knob. got your tone knob. Changes the tonality of it. You got your HQ button here. I'm leaving that off for right now, but you have your gain match. Your in and your out knob. And that's pretty much the tour of the plugin. Like, it's pretty straightforward. It gives you exactly what it damn well says it is, which is the reason why I find myself already using this more often is because a lot of plugins give you the perspective from a plugin developer in that they're not made specifically with a producer's ears in mind. Somebody like Decap understands how to tweak a sound so that you don't just get more velocity out of it, but you get more character and life out of it. That's something that gives me a lot of confidence when purchasing something like this, right? This is a beat that I had and a song actually. I use a knock on the 808 and then there's a drum break at the end. I'm gonna turn it on for right now and then I'll zero in on that drum break. But listen to the beat as it is.
I hear you talking crazy, boy, ain't no way. Oh, you trying to play me, boy, ain't no way. Talking out your mouth, boy, ain't no way. I'ma show up at your house, boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way.
Now, the part that I really went in and let kind of show me what it can do is here at this drum break outro. So we're gonna play this without knock first. So that's with no knock. And here's with knock. There's just so much more life to it already. Nasty. So let's go back here to the drum break and let's just listen to it all together. Yo, bravo to my man Decap for creating a monster. So as we go check the information at the website plugins.knock.com, you'll see the plugin itself is $89. I believe it's down here. Boom, boom. It's $89 at the recording of this. It's well worth it. If you love having your drums sit in a certain place and be present and really kind of be the main attraction in your beats, there's no reason why you don't have this, especially if you have plugins like Smack Attack or if you use the FL Soft Clipper. And then the fact that you know that Decap is behind it, right? This is not a sponsored video. He didn't even know I'm doing this video. We so proud of you, Decap. Thank you so much for decapifying all of our sounds. This is... Okay, music producers, thank you so much for watching this video today. Once again, hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. What do you think of the Knock plugin? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you once again for watching. Like I always say, in this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Once again, it's Curtis King of Curtis King TV. Have a good one. Peace.
Look up, Nazi. Say cheese.